Magandang umaga ho sa ating lahat, lalong-lalo na sa ating mga kaguruan mula sa Department of Education, Luzon, Visayas at sa Mindanao. Dahil ang Department of Education nagpalabas ng DepEd Order noong March 20, this is Thursday. DepEd Order number 5, Series of 2025, Additional Implementing Guidelines on the Grant of a Teaching Allowance for Public School Teachers. So tingnan ho natin dito kasi the implementation will be this coming school year 2025 to 2026. Kasi alam ho natin na yung teaching allowance batay doon sa Kabalika sa Pagtuturo Act is magiging 10,000 na ho this school year. So, 10,000 per teacher for school year 2025 to 2026 and school years thereafter. So, tingnan ho natin ano itong additional guidelines. So, nandito ho, let's go to item 5, procedural guidelines on the processing of teaching allowance. A, allocation and grants. So, sino ba yung bibigyan ng teaching allowance? So number one, all the qualified public school teachers assigned with teaching load, okay, yung mga classroom teachers natin, regardless of the hours or minutes within this current year are entitled to receive full amount of teaching allowance. So lahat ho, regardless sa teaching hours mo per day or per week, you can receive the full 10,000 pesos. However, on section item 2, the payment of the prorated teaching allowance for teachers covered in the section 10A in relation to section 9, yung mga sinasabi natin na mga with no teaching load and performing non-teaching functions, duties and responsibilities within the current year, that's number one. And also those yung mga naka-awol, absence without leave, yung mga naka-indefinite sick leave, yung naka-study leave, or naka-scholarship within the current year, who resume to duty within the current school year, and those school heads or head teachers initially assigned with no teaching load but required to render actual teaching hours or minutes due to the absence or unavailability of teachers. So, ano yung nila matatanggap. So we have here in table 1. So in table 1, we have the date of assumption of duty from the date of the opening of classes, then yung percentage ng kanilang matatanggap. So, ayan. A, kung kapag within the first 30 days, 100%. After the first 30 days, but not more than 90 days, that's only 18% of the 10,000. Then C, after 90 days, but not more than 150 days, that's only 50%. Then D, after 150 days until the end of the school year, that's only 20%. So, para naman sa mga teachers na mag-retire, okay, here on item number 4, the payment of the prorated teaching allowance for teachers covered, okay, particularly those teachers who are expected to retire within the current year shall be computed on the following basis. So we have here on the table 2, number of actual teaching days served from the date of the opening of classes until the last day of teaching, yung mga mag-retire. A, served more than 150 days from the start of the classes until the last day of teaching, that is 100%. Served 150 days but not less than 91 days, that's only 80%. C, served 90 days but not less than 31 days, that's only 50% again of the 10,000 teaching allowance. Then D, served 30 days or less, that's only 20% the day na mag-retire na sila. So, yan ho ang additional guidelines para doon sa incoming na teaching allowance, na dagdag na teaching allowance doon sa mga teachers for school year 2025 to 2026. Kailan ba ito ibigay? Nandito ho sa which shall be given not earlier than the official start of every school year. So, ibibigay ho yan at the start of or the opening of classes. Alright? Unless, nakalagay din dito, unless may be decided by the secretary or designated authority in cases of emergency. So, abangan ho natin kung kailan yan magsimula since DepEd will release the official school calendar for next year. Abangan ho natin. So, yun ho ang additional guidelines na nilabas nila noong Webes. Magandang araw sa lahat.